Because my mama is dead, there are just some things I never fully understood as a woman. Some things I never quite got the hang of. And one of those things is the function of a man in the home. See, my mom was married to my father, but by the time I was born, she was getting ready to divorce him. In fact, she just went and found him to be able to create me. She didn't want two baby daddies. She was married. She's like, I'm gonna ride this one out. He made pretty babies. Let's just do this. Cut to, my mom came out when I was 7. And I'll tell that story in another video because it matters for something else. But she ended up falling in love with her best friend who was always around. This was Auntie Debbie, who is my stepmom now, to this day. Auntie Debbie had my cousins, and my mom had me and my brother. And when I was 6, we all joined a house together. When I was 7 and they came out, we became siblings. The coming out story is a whole nother situation. But when my parents got together, it changed what family looked like for me. This was my family. And ultimately, though my parents were together, marriage wasn't legal then. They had a commitment ceremony. This is how old school, early 90s, my parents were gay. They operated in the house like two single moms who were in a relationship. And I didn't understand, as I got older, what role men played in the house. I knew that I was attracted to men. I knew that I was supposed to want a husband and supposed to want a family. I just didn't know what that looked like. And because my parents operated like two single mothers in one home, I also didn't really understand the benefits of partnership. It totally escaped me that, like, having a partner in the home actually is a benefit to you financially. And this is no shade to my stepmom and my mom and how they ran their relationship, but that is just not conducive to what I'm looking for in my life. But because that's how they operated their homes, I didn't see the value of long-term functioning, strong marriage and how a man plays a part in that. So I just this nigga ain't working. This nigga ain't working. Not like working, but like the situation isn't working. I didn't understand why you needed to hold on to a relationship. Because when I was young, although my stepmom was an RN, my mom moved to San Diego to be with her, which was a gift because I was born in like this podunk town that I probably would have been 7 baby mamas by the time I was 20. So thank God for that. My stepmom, because they're operating like two single mothers, expected my mom to go halfsies with her and also to date her like a man. Does that make sense? My mom left her career in the first city, moved to a way more expensive city. My stepmom was a whole RN. My mom was a bus driver. This is a reputable career to have. She transported the people around. She's now retired, but that's not the point. Bus drivers don't make nearly as much as RNs, and my stepmom wanted her to go halfsies. My mom, when I was little, worked 3 jobs, y'all. 3. She had a total of 4 hours to sleep every day. And that's between transport from job to job. She worked an overnight job. She worked at Wendy's and she worked at San Diego Transit just to make it work to go halfsies in her relationship. My stepmom was only working 4 days a week. Gasp. But she was the femme. You just let that sink in. So how could I possibly understand why marriage was a thing? How could I possibly understand why a man was valuable when my dad wasn't around, even when they were married? How could I understand what the benefits of marriage were financially when my mom was working her face off? I'm just a baby and I literally never see my mom because all she does is work to be in this relationship. And they divorced when I was 16, and it felt just like anybody's divorce, like anybody's parents getting divorced. But it also was like a relief because shit, my mom was doing all the things that she could financially, and it was still never enough. I love my stepmom. This is no shade to her. Do not take this as shade to my stepmom. This is just how I took things in. Does that make sense? So because my mama is a stud, I am still learning the value and learning how to live within my feminine, to allow my boyfriend to just do man shit because he's used to doing man shit, like he's a whole ass man and that's what he be doing. To accept help, to like not always got it. I got it. Oh, I can do it. I got it. I don't have to do that. And I am in my late 30s and I'm just now getting it.